Hey, thank you everyone. My name is Mayowa Banjo. I'm happy to be here. If anybody is online, please drop comments. We are at it again. Okay, we are at it again, and I'm excited because of the session that we are about to go into right now. Okay, so if you are there, please take away any form of distraction because this session that we are going into is very, very important. Most especially if you want to launch your book online. Okay, if you are looking at making money with the Amazon, this is the session that you need to pay attention to. Please take away any form of distraction. That is what I'm going to tell you. My name is Mayowa Nobanjo. I'm business savvy and digital business expert. I am the founder and the convener of this conference. I'm the founder of the Income Stream community. We are online community. Okay, so we have online community in Facebook group community where we gather together and learn together. And at the same time, I am the convener of this amazing conference, and we are looking at using this conference to empower 5,000 people globally. I'm excited to be here, and thank you for all our speakers who have come up for their session. And right now, I have an amazing woman in our midst. She has been she I would say her attitude towards this conference really motivated me to continue with the conference. Actually, when we decided we come up when finalized that we want to have a conference, we are having issue, so we were looking at maybe we should postpone or cancel it. But suddenly we saw a woman who took the conference all by herself and started sharing the conference up and down. Because of that, we will have no option than to continue with the conference. So we are excited to have you here, Katiuscia Baggio. Thank you so much for what you did during this conference. I'm excited. I'm thanking you. You are such a phenomenal person. You are amazing. I thank you. And one thing is this: Katiuscia is currently on traveling at the moment. She quickly dropped. They did make a video concerning this conference for us, and the video is awesome. And right now, if you follow the chat, she's already in the chat chatting with us, but she's driving at the moment. She can I doubt it if she might be able to come up and say hi to us. But she has a video. She already made a video for us, and the video is as good as her presence. Okay, she's the one still present in the video, so you are going to be able to still enjoy the session as if she's with us. She's with us. I'm not saying she's not with us. She's with us, but she made a video for us, recorded video, because of our impromptu traveling that she's currently on right now. Katiuscia, if you are chatting with us in the chat section, let us hear from you. Talk to us while I slot in your session. Right now, we want to go into our section. Okay, we want to go into our session, to the video. So just sit down and relax and enjoy yourself. Forget that whether she's here or not. This video is as good as her present. And if you have anything you want to ask in the comment box, in the chat box. Thank you. Do enjoy the session. I'm here behind the scene, but before I will allow the session to play, I'm going to quickly introduce Katiuscia Baggio. Katiuscia Baggio, a MBA, ICF PCC Coach, is a leadership trainer, coach trainer, online school curator, author, founder of Improvise and Succeed Academy. In 2019, she decided to quit her full-time job to build her own venture and become a digital entrepreneur. She has now more than 26,000 students on Udemy, and she has also created her online academy. In 2020, she self-published her Facebook, Improvise and Succeed, on Amazon, first in Italian, then in English, and it was Succeed. Her book reached the top 100 best-selling list on Amazon Italy. After a few weeks, she launched the book. And in this section, she's going to be walking us through how she was able to do that and how we can also replicate her journey. So right now, I'm going to leave us with the session. I'm here behind the scene while she takes us the class. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, everybody. I'm super happy, super excited to be here with you to talk about my experience related to self-publishing a book with Amazon. I'm Katiuscia Baggio. I live in Italy. I'm an ICF coach, a leadership trainer, online course creator, and since last year, I can call myself an author as well because I had the pleasure to publish my first book. The intent here is not to talk about my book, okay, but is to share with you what I learned on my journey that allow me to publish my book. But first of all, I want to give you a snapshot. I want to give you some understanding about what is the book that I publish. So as you can see from this slide, the title is Improvise and Succeed. My book is not a fiction book, it's not a story, it's actually a self-help book, meaning that it's a book where people can read and learn how to manage uncertainty, ambiguity, how to be able to build good relationships with people in life and with themselves as well, using improv skills. For those of you actually that are not familiar with this word, improv is the American word I used to say improvisation skills. You have to know that in 2013, I was in Chicago, US, to take some improv courses at the well-known and famous Second City School, actually. And that's where I saw that there were so many commonalities, so many common points between improvisation and the job I was doing every day in my life, which was leadership and coaching, actually. So I self-published this book on Amazon. It was August 2020. First of all, I published in Italian, Improvvisare per vincere. It reached actually in few weeks number 2 position, top 100 most interesting new books, self-help, work and success, Amazon Italy. And it was also for several times in the top 100 best-selling books. Again, same category I just said, self-help, work and success, Amazon Italy. I'm sharing this not just to, brag about my success, but to show you how, even if you did what I did without any knowledge before, without any kind of robust preparation, you can reach some interesting results. So with these slides, I want to give you in a snapshot what has been my journey. As I said before, I decided to write this book back in 2013. And it took me years, actually, before I was able to accomplish this goal. Because, yes, I was in the US, I was in the Second City School, I had the insight that this book was going to help so many other people, and it was a great opportunity for me to combine a little bit my life story, what I learned in my job, and what I was learning at the Second City School, okay? But on the other hand, I did not have the commitment to write systematically. I was not able to do it, and in my free time, instead of, staying home and write, I was going out, see people. So year after year, the level of frustration was increasing in myself because I had this strong call to write, this book, but concretely I was not doing it. Until something happened that was very special in 2018, because I was meeting some friends in Asolo, where I live. These people are actually from Canada. They are originally from India, and they come to Italy usually once per year to spend some time. And I was sharing with this friend the idea of this book, and they said, "Oh, you need to meet this person." And I said, "Who?" "Oh, this person lives in your area. She's an agent. She's a literacy agent, and she might be able to help you." So I had the pleasure to meet this person and to share with her actually my book idea. And she literally fell in love with that. And she said, "Yes, Kati, I'm willing to support you. I'm really to promote you. Your book to possible publishers." And I was like astonished because I said, "Wow, this must be a sign from the universe, that I really have to do this. I really have to complete this book." So this was the particular incident that happened actually that pushed me to finish this book, because the literacy agent said, "Yes, Kathy, I'm willing to support you, but guess what? You have to because I found the literacy agent, and also because I created a framework to follow. Okay, instead of just sitting and write randomly, I created a series of steps that were going to be the map of my book. Okay, so from January 2019, this agent started actually to promote this book, to publisher, and I was in touch with her from time to time. She was telling me, look, Kati, you need to fly down, you need to wait, you need to be patient, because in order to find a publisher, in Italy, like in every other country, you have to be famous, you have to be popular, you need to be able to have so many followers on the web. Then in that case, the publisher is looking after you, But yes, I had several people that knew me already because of my job as a coach and leadership trainer, but I didn't have so many followers on the web, So I was waiting, and a year after, I made a big decision, actually, because I realized that since my book was not a story, but it was a self-help book, if I was waiting even more, there was the great risk that my book was going to be out of context. It was going to be old. So I made a bold decision, actually, to end the relationship with this literacy agent. It was July 2020. She understood my needs, and she was not necessarily that happy, but she accepted. And then, I made a choice that until then I was always avoiding, because I made a decision to self-publish my book with Amazon. Until that point, I was thinking that self-publishing was something that you were going to do just because nobody was willing to publish your book, because your book was not so good, etc., etc. But at that point, something changed inside me. I had this switch, and I said, okay, let's give it a go to this self-publishing idea, okay? And I started to collect information. I started to read all the tutorial on Amazon, all the information on KDP platform, actually. And in August 2020, finally, my book was out on Amazon. And like I shared in the previous slides, in few weeks, it was really a success. I have to say that for me, it was critical to have already an audience that was following me somehow, because of all the coaching, all the leadership training, I've done in years, So this was also an important point. Now, I shared a little bit my story because we were preparing to arrive at the juicy part of this masterclass. And the juicy part is what? That's the part where I'm going to share with you the steps that I suggest you to follow, actually, to be able to self-publish successfully your book on Amazon. So, first of all, you need to do what? You need to finish your book. You need to write your book. So, before you start to do it, I strongly recommend you to avoid to make the mistake that I made, So, you have to build your framework. If you're going to write a self-help book like I did, you should start by explaining on chapter 1 what is the problem that your audience is facing, what is their pain point, all right? And then from chapter 2 going on, you're going to do what? You're going to explain your solution. You're going to outline, you're going to describe to people what are the steps, the tools that they need to follow, they need to take in order to overcome their issues, okay? This that I just explained you is the general framework that all the famous authors about self-help books suggest you to follow, actually. Then another important point, you need to commit. You need to commit to what? You need to commit to write for a certain number of hours each week. So I understand you have a job, you have other things to do, but I'm sure if you say, I'm going to commit 1 hour per week to write, at least 1 hour, you are able to find that time. It is essential that you're going to sit down and write. Even if you feel you have nothing to say, even if you feel it's not the right moment, even if you feel a strong call to go outside and do other things, sit down and write, okay? I can absolutely guarantee you that idea after idea, you will start to feel actually what is really that you want to share in your book, okay? And I suggest you also to use a technique that I use that was really helpful for me. It's called the Pomodoro technique. If you're not familiar with this, go ahead and search it on the web. It's basically a technique that suggests you to focus and write for 25 minutes, okay, without any kind of disruptions. And then you have 5 minutes break, you stand up, you drink some water, you do some walking, and then you come back again, okay? You do this for a series of times, and then after 3 or 4 times, you have a longer break. This will help you to manage your focus, to manage your attention, and it was really saving me because it gave me a systematic approach, okay? The important thing is what? Is that you keep the ball rolling week after week. Even if you don't write as much as you would like, even if you don't accomplish what you want, remember, it is not about perfection, it's about progression. Step number 2, as soon as your book is finished, of course, you need to prepare your book for Amazon, okay? So with Amazon, you have the opportunity to create a Kindle version and also a paperback version, okay? I strongly recommend you to publish both versions because we do have people that like to use Kindle app, but we still have lots of people that like to have the paper book in their hands, okay? So since it's completely free, do both. Then it's important that for your book, you're going to create what? A catchy title and a catchy cover. Remember, yes, people buy books because of their content, but primarily they buy books based on the cover and on the title that they see. You don't need to do the cover by yourself, like you don't need to create the Kindle format version and the paper version for Amazon by yourself. You can go on a website like Fiverr.com. You can find so many freelancers actually that do this for you with a very affordable price. Okay. Then I suggest you to do what I did. Go to the Kindle Direct Publishing website, KDP the dashboard, and explore and read all the tutorials they have. They guide you step by step on what you have to do to publish your book. And I can absolutely guarantee you, if you follow the instructions, it's going to be quite easy. Then, once you actually publish your book on KDP, on the Amazon platform, it's time to do what? It's time to promote your book. And what I said is not really correct 100% because you should not wait until you publish your book before you're going to promote your book. You have to do it actually in advance. Month before your book will be out, you need to start to build an audience, meaning that you need to start to communicate on social media, social channels, all the tools you might have, all the channels you might have, that you are going to publish a book, okay? If you already have a community of people, that's great. That's an amazing asset you have. Even with these people, especially, you're going to create anticipation. So again, you're going to communicate using social media channels.
Katiuscia, if you are chatting with us, let us know. Drop your comments if you are there, because I understand that you are driving, so I know you might not be able to do much. But let's just hear from you if you are with us, so that we will know that you are communicating. Yes, I know. Okay, she's starting with me. She just said that I'm driving. You can see that. That is what she's just dropped right now. I am driving. So it's not that she don't want to be here. She wants to be here, but she's on the journey. She's traveling at the moment, and it's impromptu. She didn't know. And this morning and this afternoon, she has to drop this video and make a pre-recorded video for us. Okay, she's driving at the moment. So I know she'll be communicating with us, but she's driving. So just please bear with us. Okay, so I'm going to leave the session to continue. Thank you.
That soon they will have the opportunity to buy your book. Okay. Another important point that was very key for me is that it's important that you co-create with your people. Co-creation is also an important improvisation skills. It means what? You need to involve your people in your journey. So involve them in choosing your book title, your book cover, even the topics that they might would like to see in your book. In my case, for example, I was asking them, look, I'm going to publish my book soon. Do you prefer this title, or do you think this other one will be more appropriate? And they were going to vote. Okay, I was offering poll like this on Facebook, LinkedIn, and so I create anticipation with my audience and also with the new people that were following me on social media, so that I really felt, and some people told me that they were part of my journey. Okay, so the moment that I published my book on Amazon, guess what? Boom, they were ready to buy. They were waiting for this. Okay. Then another key point, share your success on your social media. Once your book is out and you see, for example, the ranking on Amazon is going well, you need to share it. Okay. Remember, success breeds success. When people see you successful, they want to be part of your journey, especially if you share the things with enthusiasm in a genuine way. You don't need to share it just once. You have to share it systematically. So every 2-3 days, especially the beginning after your book is out, you need to talk with people. You need to let them know what's going on and how happy you are because of the amazing goal that you just reached. So how are we doing so far? So far, so good? What are the new brain connections you are making now, actually, based on the information I'm offering you? I want you now to stop for a few seconds and to write down on a piece of paper what are the key learning points so far from what I'm sharing. Let's do it. I give you 5 seconds. What are my key learning points so far? All right. Let's keep going, actually, and I'm going to share with you more tips in order to promote your book. It's essential that you choose the right keywords for your Amazon page. Amazon give you, of course, the possibility to complete a page with all the information related with your book. In that page, it's essential that you are going to write
What are your key
keywords
learning
that
points
are
so far?
related with the
So you have to
topic
do
of your
that. Write
book.
them
For
down.
example, in my case, my book was about improvisation skills, leadership skills, coaching skills, self-development, personal growth. So I made sure that in the Amazon page where I'm describing my book, all of these keywords are present, because guess what? When people are searching on the Amazon website these topics, you increase the probability that your book is going to show up. Okay. Then also Amazon give you the opportunity to create an author central page where basically is your window. As an author, you're going to say who you are, what are your books. You have also the opportunity to connect your blog if you have one here. So make sure you're going to write an author central page as well. Make sure your social media channels are ready. Use the same professional picture. Make sure you are not going to use a picture that you did, with a selfie, unless it's very good, because I can guarantee you a professional picture make a difference in the impact you give to people. Make sure you use the same for all the channels so you become very recognizable. Okay. Create an opt-in page, offer a free video training on your website to your readers. What's the meaning of this? You can actually create a landing page where you are saying to your reader, okay, if you want to go deeper, if you are reading this chapter in my book and you want to go deeper on this, go to this website, okay, and you have the opportunity to download a free video training. In return, you ask them what? Their email address. In this way, you have the opportunity to control who is reading your book. And more than that, actually, you have the amazing opportunity to collect their emails address, to build your list, and to use this email address all the times that in the future you have more offers for your audience. For example, you could do what I'm doing now. Actually, you could
Please, we want you to drop your comments, drop your question. She's going to be attending to them as soon as she can find a means to pack. Okay? Drop your question, drop your comment. She is going to engage from the chat. And thank you.
Your book, you could develop an online course, okay? So you're going to use your email list to promote to your people this amazing new opportunity. Of course, you need to choose what is the specific chapter in your book where you are going to tell your people that there is the opportunity to go to a certain website to get the free video training. Promote your book, more tips. I want to make sure you understand that these tips I'm sharing here, they take a little bit longer, okay? You need to invest more time, so don't have the expectation you do it, out of the blue. But these steps can be very strategic, okay? So to promote your book systematically on the web, for example, Facebook, you can create an evergreen masterclass. For example, I'm sharing with you now some tips, okay? You can do the same. You can record yourself where you're going to talk about some topics related to your book. And then at the end, you're going to invite people to buy your book. And with the automation process related to webinar, you can have this evergreen masterclass going on systematically on the web. So you are continuously selling your book. Be a guest on podcast. I love this. I think this is a tremendous opportunity. Go ahead, search on the web all the podcasts that are related with the topic of your book. You're going to find who is the owner of the podcast, who is the host, and then you are going to introduce yourself with this person. And you say, hey, I just published this book on Amazon. The topic is this. I will be happy to be a guest on your podcast. Okay, so if they say yes and you are having the interview, this is an amazing opportunity to skyrocket in few days your audience, especially if you're going to talk on a successful podcast, of course. You can also create your own podcast, okay, where you're going to talk about topics, again, related with your book, and you're going to interview even other guests, okay? So you increase your audience and you increase the visibility for your book. Write and post articles about your book. This is key. Okay, you need to be seen as the go-to expert. So the more you write quality content about your book, and you're going to publish all of these on your social media, so even on specific websites actually that allow you to do that, the more again you increase the visibility for your book. Create a YouTube channel. These actually require efforts and time, so don't again expect to do it out of the blue, but consider to do this if you didn't do it yet. Again, if you start a YouTube channel, you should publish they say one video every week, and you're going to invite all of your audience to watch these videos, so that you increase the probability that YouTube is going to show these more and more. But you can start in a very simple way. You can just record some videos where you're going to share what you talk about in your book, and in this way you create more momentum. Okay, build a book community. Create a group on Facebook and or LinkedIn. Once your book is out, invite your readers to be part of this group, okay? This is tremendously important, again, like building your email list, because you're going to create your community, you're going to engage with this community with live sessions, with further offers you have for them. So you're going to build a machine that will allow you to sell to these people not just your book, but, for example, your online course, your services, and so on. Don't be isolated as an author. Be in touch with other authors as well. Share your knowledge. Ask for support on Facebook, but LinkedIn as well. For example, there are fantastic groups for authors where you can give and receive support. This is probably, ladies and gentlemen, the most important slide in this presentation. Remember, if you make the decision to self-publish your book on Amazon, don't see it as just I'm going to publish my book to be an author. It's about building a business, okay? So you need to build a system to constantly promote your book. Don't think that it's just about writing your book, make it visible on Amazon, end of the story, your job is done. It is not done, okay? If you want to be successful, you need to build a system. So another element you can add actually to create this process is to make sure your book is not just a paper or Kindle version, but also an audio book. Even in this case, you can do a partnership with Amazon. They give you all the resources you need. But in that case, you need to share your future income with the company. Instead, you can go to Fiverr. You can find freelancers that will do all of this for you, and you can actually save some money. Didn't create an audiobook for my book yet. I mean, the process of doing it. So I will say it at the end, but I'm anticipating now for all the suggestions you might need for finding freelancers on Fiverr or other tips. Feel free to contact me. I will be happy to support. Okay. Create an online course from your book. This is my favorite one because that's part of my venture, you know. My book was just the first piece into building my online empire, so to say, you know. So again, consider the idea to write your book, and then from there, with all the tips, with all the fantastic platform you have today, you can create an online course in a quite easy way. If you want, I have an online course that teach you actually how to do that step by step. And it's amazing because what you can do today was impossible, almost impossible to do it just 10 years ago, okay? So we really need to be thankful because we are living in an area where the opportunities are amazing. Again, this is just the final point. This is a summary of what I just said. You need to do all of these steps I suggested you in order to become the go-to expert, okay? You need to build your reputation online. You need to show people you have know-how, expertise, and your book or your online course are just the phenomenal way that people have to get to know you and to work with you, okay? Your book is very likely going to be the first step in your funnel. So, how are you doing? Are you a little bit tired to listen to me speaking? Hopefully not. Hopefully we've been able to build your excitement, you know? Now it's time for me to share what? My key learning points from my journey on self-publishing on Amazon. These are not new for me because I'm a leadership trainer and I don't mean that I know everything, okay? Absolutely not. But this is what I've been preaching to people all around the world for years, you know. But you know that say and doing is not necessarily the same things. That's why I love coaching, because coaching helps to bridge the two sides. But anyhow, for me, the self-publishing on Amazon, it was an amazing experience. I can't wait to complete my second book, which will be about coaching skills, actually. And you are lucky because you are the first people to who I am announcing this. And it's important to be courageous, to be willing to go out of your comfort zone, even if you don't feel you have all the tools yet, even if you don't feel you are prepared 100%, just start, okay? Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Even if you don't get the kind of feedback you're looking for, even if you don't see the results you want yet, be in touch with your purpose, okay? Feel that call you have to make a difference in this life and go for it. I can guarantee you that if you connect with your true purpose and you follow it, something magic is going to happen. Trust the message you have to offer. Make bold decisions like I did when I decided to end my contract with the literacy agent and going ahead with my own legs, okay? At that point, if you were asking me to do this 2 years ago, I was saying, no, absolutely, I'm not going to do that. Today, I'm going to tell you that was probably one of the best choices. Be resourceful, okay? If you feel you're not prepared 100%, go ahead and search the information you need, the tools you need. The web is a fantastic place for this, okay? And you can get resources and help almost for free, when years ago you were supposed to pay a lot for this. Keep the ball rolling. That's probably one of my favorite sentences, you know? Initiate the process and keep going. Now we are almost at the end of this session, and I don't want to leave you just with my words, but I want to make sure you take some time to condense your learning. So what I'm asking you to do is, what are the two major key learning points from this masterclass? Okay. What actions will you take from tomorrow in order to implement what you learned today? I want you now to take 2 minutes. Okay, focus on the 2 questions you see on these slides. Go ahead and write your answers on a piece of paper. Let's start. I give you 2 minutes of time. Your actions are supposed to be concrete and specific. So if you say, I'm going to write my book, that's not specific. What is the first step that you will take to start to write your book? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, remember, it is not about perfection, it is about progression. Most of the time, we don't go ahead.
That is awesome. Katiuscia just said it. It is not about perfection. It is about progression. Okay, it's not about how good, well, how perfect you want it to be, but progression. Okay, so if you have question, please drop them. If you have question, drop them. She's attending to question already. Write your answer on the chat if you wish. Okay, it's not about perfection, progression. So if you have question that you want to ask, quickly do that right now. Okay, quickly do that right now. Quickly do that. And while we are waiting for that, I want to say this, that Katiuscia is giving us a special discount only for this people of for the digital code people. Okay, it's giving us 40% discount, which is very rare that you see her giving out for all of our course. She has course on how to become on improving and succeed, and she has few courses online. Okay, she has some courses online that she's giving 40% discount around them. So if you need if you want them, go to katiusciabaggio.teachable.com. Go to katiusciabaggio.teachable.com. Okay, you'll be able to have opportunity to take the benefits of this 40% discount on any of our courses. Okay, any of them. If it's the one of how to create online course, if it's the one of how to become how to become Amazon bestseller, Improvise and Succeed, the leadership training, everything is 40. Everything has 40% off until May 17. Okay, that is till next week Monday. You will have opportunity to buy any of our course at 40% discount. That is amazing. Thank you, Katiuscia, for this opportunity. So go and take the opportunity. We are in the era where we have to take the bull by the horn. Okay. One of our speakers during this conference, I'm talking about Temi Ajibewaji. She said something that we should stop the freebie, anything free. Table step to pay for coaches, pay for online courses, pay. Most of these secrets that you are having in this conference, some of them still hide the truth. Some of them still hide the gold mine. Okay, some of them, they won't share the gold mine with us in the conference, but it's not all of them. Okay, so go and take the opportunity. Opportunities over there. Go and take it. So what I'm going to do now, I want her to finish the last sentence, the last session. Then we will see what we can. Okay. I'm coming. Okay.
Projects reaching our goals, because we feel we are not perfect enough, we are not ready enough, and because of this we get stuck in details, we get stuck in analyzing things. Remember, take small steps. Those small steps are the ones that will allow you to go ahead in your journey and reach your goal. Now go and make it happen. It was a true honor for me to be invited to speak on this amazing online summit. And please feel free to reach me out for all the questions you might have. As you can see, my email address is katiuscia@katiusciabaggio.com. You can visit also my website, katiusciabaggio.com. Thank you so much from my heart. I hope what I share will give you that sparkling call in your life to shine as much as you can. Big hug to all of you.
Okay, so thank you, Katiuscia. Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm super happy, super excited to be here with you to talk about my experience.
So drop your question if you have any
to
question.
Self-publishing a book with Amazon.
If you have any question right now, drop your question. If you have any question, just and go and take the opportunity. 40% is off right now, which is good. Okay, go to katiuscia.com, katiusciabaggio.teachable.com, katiusciabaggio.teachable.com. Okay, you will be able to see some of our courses. No, go and learn more. What I'm doing here, I don't just speak it on the street. I learn from people, and some of them I bought different courses from different people. Okay, please buy her course. She has done amazingly during this conference. Single-handedly, she made sure that this conference trend in Italy. Okay, this conference, she makes sure that it trend in Italy. Please help me to buy her course. Please buy her course. It's cool. How I wish she's on right now, but what can we do? Well, there's nothing we can do with that. Okay, how I wish we can have her on the platform, but there's nothing we can do. We have to understand what is at stake at the moment. She's currently traveling. Okay, you can see she has to stop. She has to park somewhere to engage with us in the chat. So go and please get a course. The 40% is awesome. The 50% is awesome. Okay, get a course. That's what I'm going to say. Katiuscia, if you are still in the chat, please, let's hear from you. If you are still there, talk to us if you are still there. And if you have anything that you want to ask, drop them in the chat. Drop them. She will attend to them. Okay, she will attend to them and come back and see the chat. And if you want to get in touch with her, this is our email, katiuscia@katiusciabaggio.com. Okay, that is our email, katiuscia@katiusciabaggio.com. Okay, that is our email. So thank you so much, Katiuscia. I'm excited. I appreciate you for this opportunity. Okay, to come and share in our midst this evening. I know it's not easy. Like when we were talking earlier on, I was telling you, wow, that I'm exhausted. I'm really exhausted, but you are motivating me. So thank you for what you have done so far. So I'm excited. I appreciate you for all you have done during this conference. Please, the only way you can help me to appreciate Katiuscia Baggio is to buy her course. Okay, it's giving us 40% discounts at the moment, 40%, and the lapse is going to this 40% is going to close on May 17. That is on Monday. Please. Okay, Katiuscia, Neve, you have to rebook. You need to focus on one. Okay, so Nebefe, Katiuscia is talking to you now because you say you have written several 3 books, and you are having issue. I think you are having issue with it, but Katiuscia is telling you that you need to focus on one. Yeah, I think that is good. No, I used to tell people anytime I want to publish for them. I'm into publishing. I would tell them do one first. Okay, but if you have the ability of doing the 3, no problem. But do one first, which is what she's also preaching here, that focus on one. Okay, choose your priority, which one is very important. Okay, and then work on it. I think one thing that I have learned over the time from the people that I publish for is that once they can succeed publishing one book, the enthusiasm to do more, to go and publish or write more book will come. But if you stumble on the way and you fail to publish one, you might find it hard to publish. Okay, you might find it hard to publish your book. Okay. Oladimiji is exactly, what is your time like when writing, and did you feel bored on desk? Okay. Katiuscia is replying you, Oladimiji, concerning the question you asked, that I was writing mainly in the evening. That means our own schedule. Anytime she wants to write, mainly in the evening. And Oladimiji, I know you are into fitness. You are a fitness coach, and I know the kind of the job that you do. I don't know the kind of book that you want to write, but your expertise, you can convert them into a book. Okay, you as a fitness coach, you can convert what you have learned over the time, okay, into book. People will buy it. That's one thing about it. Okay, so and she said that I was writing directly on Word. That means she typed directly on Word, that is with her computer or with her iPad or whatever. So no paper at all. I like that. I encourage people to that. Anytime you want to write book, write it at a go in a Word, because if you write it in a paper, you still have to convert it back to Word. Okay, you still have to convert it back to Word, and in the process of converting it, that means you are doing about 2 or 3. You are doing double work. Okay, so write it at a go in a Word or in a notepad. It's very easy because you won't come back again to write it. Okay, you won't come back again to write it. I'm a publisher, so I have a bit, if I have flair in this area. During the last session, the man that spoke last, Tremaine Curtis, was saying that October 12, 7 years ago, that was when we have met based on printing and publishing things. Okay, so okay, you have to choose what is suitable for you. He's still talking to you, Oladimeji, Big Joe. The important thing is that you keep going. That is it. Okay, work on a schedule and stick to that schedule. Work on a schedule and stick to it. If you look at this conference, we make sure that before 5 minutes of the time that we set, we will come live. Okay, we will come live unless we don't have session. Okay, stick to time, keep going. That is what he's telling you here right now, Oladmeji. And if Maxwell, you said you have 4 books, 3 books that you have written, and somehow you have abandoned them. I think that is what you said. And what he said, she said, she asked you to do is that out of these 3 books, pick one and focus on that one. And over the time that I've in my time in the industry as a publisher, I've discovered that if you can manage to successfully publish one book, you will be able to publish another one. But if you have not published one, it will be hard for you to publish another one. And when you publish one, you will see where you need to adjust, where you need to correct your mistake. Okay, please go and write one first. When you are done with that, then you can now talk of the rest. But trying to publish the whole 3 at once may be too cumbersome. Okay, it may not be easy to do, and maybe at the end of the day it may be like effort wasted. Okay, publish one. I like that idea, Katiuscia. Thank you. Okay, choose your priority. Which one is priority? Okay, if you want to write book, you have your topic, you have your book, you have the topic, and you know what you want to write about. Write out those subtopics that you want to write. Let's assume your book has 10 chapters. Each chapter, give them the topic. Each topic, work on them. What do you want to write in one chapter? Okay, in one chapter, what do you want to write there? I'll write them out. It's very easy to, when you have write them. Okay, when you know what you want to write, there will be a spirit that will come on you, that will allow you to write, that will give you the inspiration to write. But if you don't know what you want to write on, it may be a problem. Let's assume you want to write on how to create Amazon, like how to become an Amazon bestseller. You start with introduction. Why do we need to go into to become an Amazon bestseller? After you have danced through the area, you go into the process that it takes, which is first of all, write your book. Write your book. After you write it, proofread it. After proofreading, edit it. After the editing, go and design it. After you design it, go and print it or publish it. When you publish it, then you are through. Look for market. But she says something that make sure you have market before you publish. I understand why she said that, and it's very good. When you have markets before you publish, you will enjoy. The stress won't be too much. But if you don't have market and you decide to go and publish, you might end up giving out your book for free. That was what Oladimeji was trying to ask earlier on. That why is it that some people will publish book, and to now sell the book will now become a problem. Okay, well, like I said, the only reason why you can have an issue with selling your book is audience. If you don't have people that will buy from you, and that is why it is good to start bringing yourself out so that people will know that you are capable. If I don't know you as a resources person and just bring out a book and you want me to buy it, I will look at you. But if I know you that you are a resources person, that I'll know you know what you are doing. If you bring out the book and I look at the book and know it's something that I need, I will go for it. That is it. Bring yourself out. Some of us, we are too hidden. We hide ourselves online too much. We don't even know how to leverage on this to some extent. Bring yourself out. Be a thought leader. Be a go-to. Let people know you concerning what you do. Like Oladimeji, you are into fitness. I know someone who's into fitness. That's my friend online. And if you see what this guy is doing, in fact, it's tremendous. Okay, he has written about 3 books. Okay, so it's someone that you can also go and learn from. And I'm sure you are not too far from that kind of a line. Learn from people in your area, in your field, how they are doing it. Okay, how they are, people who are into fitness that are selling book, how are they doing it? But one thing I want you to know is you need audience, you need market for your book. If you don't have that market and you go and publish it, you might end up regretting it yourself. So thank you everyone, and this is where we are my end the session right now. So if you have any question, drop them in the chat and Katiuscia will do justice to them. Okay, just come back and see. She's already providing solution to some of the things. Thanks. Okay, she's providing solution already in the chat. Okay, you can see see her chat. Her chat is going. Okay, you can see at the moment she's chatting, communicating with people. So if you have anything you want to ask, drop them. Katiuscia will come back and do justice to them. And also, please get our materials. I recommend her for you. The only way we can celebrate her for what she has done so far for this conference is to get her materials. Please, I'm begging you, help me get her materials. She has really done a good job. Okay, she makes sure that this our conference trend in Italy, and that is amazing. That is amazing. Okay, every day for the past 3 weeks she has been sharing this conference at least 2 times per day, and she's someone that I've never met before. Understand what I mean? I've never met her before. Please help me celebrate her. Help me get her course. She's giving us at 40% discount. Okay, don't be afraid. Buy them. It's going to be you are going to benefit from it. Together for all this course, go to katiusciabaggio.teachable.com. katiusciabaggio.teachable.com. Or if you would like to maybe you want to send her email, you want to ask her 1 or 2 things, because apart from this Amazon best-selling, she has other things that she do. She's a leadership trainer. Okay, so send her email, Katiuscia@Katiuscia Baggio. And this is where we are going to be ending the session right now. But before I will leave, I want to talk about my book, How to Make Passive Income Online. How to Make Passive Income Online. This is my book. I wrote it in March. Okay, how to make passive income online. One of the way you can make passive income online is through Amazon. Okay, so in the book I outline the kind of business and how you can also start it. Okay, it's on Amazon too. If you go to amazon.com, search my name, Mayowa Onabanjo, you see the book there. It's on paper book, and at the same time it's on Kindle. But if you want to get it on our web store, just go to the incomestreams.com/shop, and then you will see the book there. Okay, and other materials that we have. And then at the same time, if you have any book that you want to publish, or you have any printing things that jobs that you want to do, my company is, our company is there for you. October 12 concept. That is, go to october12.com.ng. Okay, you see what we have to offer you concerning printing. Okay, so we are ending the session here right now. Katiuscia, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are such an amazing woman. One day I look forward to see you. One day I look forward to see you. I look forward to see you one day. Thank you for what you have done. I really, really appreciate. I'm appreciating you. Thank you, and I look forward to see you and to meet you one day, hopefully sooner. Thank you so much, everyone. And we are ending the session at 8 p.m. We have another session at 8 p.m. We have Elijah Daniel coming up to teach us on how digital tools can aid the performance of the upcoming musicians. Okay, it's not necessary that you have to be a musician to be part of this conversation. It's not necessary. So let's learn together. Let's learn from how he's doing it online, and that's giving him the trend. Okay, so this is where we are ending the session. Thank you, everyone. And on behalf of the Income Stream community, I want to say a big thank to Katiuscia Baggio for coming to share with us in this conference. Thank you so much. We love you, we value you, and we say thank you, everyone, too, and do have a lovely time. See you soon. Bye for now.